Hey everyone, my name is Michelle. Sorry about the fan and everything. So I'm coming on Facebook or YouTube, and then I might post on Facebook, we'll see. To say that I am going to be having weight loss surgery. So if you want to follow my journey and follow my channel, please feel free to do so. My channel name for now right now is called Shell Slays because I also play video games, so I thought it was a good gamer name. But I might make my weight loss journey channel separate. So about me, I am 37 years old. I am a whopping, wait for it, 379 pounds when I started this weight loss journey. At my consultation, I got weighed, and then I didn't even look at the scale. Like, I was just so angry. I got this big because of a disorder called ulcerative colitis. I was on steroids for at least 6 years, and so in that period I gained all of this weight. I knew before getting sick, I was like I would hover like around 150 or so, max. I'm 5'3". Now mind you, I was 5'5" when I first got sick, but then the arches in my feet collapsed, so then I dropped down to 5'3 3/4. So here we go, I shrunk. I didn't shrink weight, but I shrunk height. So I decided to get weight loss surgery, especially with, me having arthritis in both knees, and, with me being this big, and it's like hurting my feet, and I already have arthritis in my left foot. And then now I just found out I have arthritis in both my knees because of the weight. So my gastrologist suggested that I get the weight loss surgery, and I went back and forth with it. He came to me about getting the weight loss surgery. I want to say had to been about almost a year and a half ago, like when he first mentioned it, and I was just like, I don't know, kind of thing. And then, I always had that conception of what people thought originally, like, oh, I've seen so many people get the weight loss surgery and then they gain their weight back. I don't know, and I heard so many people say that, their stomach re-expanded back to normal. And, I've heard all these horror stories basically. So I didn't know I kind of chickened out at that time, like a year and a half ago. But then here I am again. And then I had the consultation with the same surgeon again. For anybody that wants to know, so basically my surgeon's name is Dr. Kim. And, he comes off as like really serious, which I love about that. I love the fact that he takes his job so seriously, and he was so kind, and he answered all my questions I had. So I had a consultation, like I said, a year and a half ago. It was like around the summertime, but then, I was like, I don't know. And then here I am now in December 2021, and that's when I had my consultation. So my consultation was on the 15th, I think, of December. And then that's when he was like, so here's what the surgery is, I'm sorry, I don't even think I even told you guys. So I have a permanent disease called ulcerative colitis. For those who know what that is, it's a gas disease. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, you fart all the time. And like, sometimes it's hard because like when I'm in class and stuff, and then I'm like, hold it, and then as soon as they're like, okay guys, go on break, and I'm just in the bathroom just anyway, so it's a gas disease, and what happens is, depending on what I eat, it can cause what they call a flare-up. And so it hurt really bad in my abdomen on my left side, my lower left side. And it would get inflamed so much that I could barely eat anything because, it was like so swollen. It would get so swollen in there. And then I end up in the hospital for like a month at a time. And then they would put me on steroids to calm it down, to cause the inflammation to, decrease. And then once I'm off Then once I'm in remission again and I'm not, and the flare is officially over, then they take me back off of the steroid. And so, it was just really rough. And like, so I was living in Florida at the time when I first got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. I got diagnosed with it in 2013. And so it was really rough. You know, they were doing all these tests. They couldn't figure out what it was. And it was just awful, you know. It's really hard to diagnose, just like Crohn's is. So when the doctor told me that you either have ulcerative colitis or you have Crohn's, and at that point I knew Crohn's was worst, and I you know, at the time I didn't know, so he explained it to me. He said, well, Crohn's affects your whole entire GI tract from your throat all the way to, you know, your bottom area. And then he said ulcerative colitis, sorry, it was something in my eye. He said ulcerative colitis only affects your colon and your bottom area. And so I was just like, okay, God, please. For anybody who knows me, I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. So that's what this channel is going to be based on. And because I gave God praise for everything that I do. And I'm not ashamed to say so. So I was at that point, I was just praying. I was like, okay, God, if I have to have one of the two, please give me colitis. And then the test came back like a couple weeks later, and they said, oh, Michelle, you have ulcerative colitis. And the doctor looked at me like I was crazy, because I was like, oh, thank God, thank you, Jesus. And he was looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Like, you have, I just told you have colitis and you're praising God. Like, you know, he gave me that kind of stare, which I thought that was funny. But anyway, so in 2013, that's when I got diagnosed with colitis. And then I was on steroids for like 5 years solid, because it was like an aggressive colitis, like at that point, because, you know, they couldn't give me the proper medications that I needed, because they were still doing testing and they didn't know what it was. And mind you, I was in Florida. That all happened in Florida. In 2015, I had a really, really, really bad flare of ulcerative colitis. I was in the hospital for 2 months. I was on a lot of steroids. I was on a lot of other anti-inflammatory medications for it. And then it got so bad and I got so constricted that I had to get surgery. They removed my appendix because of it, because it caused the inflammation to move into my appendix, and then my appendix was going to burst. So they had to remove it. And then during that time also, I had the upper part of my colon, like just a little small part, like the doctor said like about this much of my upper colon removed because of the flare, because it was that bad. And so, you know, I just had health problem after health problem from that point on. And now, mind you, I had my appendix removed in 2015 along with the upper part of my colon. The doctor called it a diverticular structure. It had nothing to do with diverticulitis, for those who know what that is. But it was just a little structure that was totally closed off. And when the inflammation was starting to calm down a little bit, it closed off that part of the colon completely. So he had to go in and remove it. I got it laparoscopically done. And, you know, I have hardly any scars anymore, you know, nothing from that. So I decided, you know what? Why not? It's 2021. I've prayed about it a lot. I feel like God's sending me in that direction to get the surgery. So I moved to New York. So I'm in New York now, if you guys want to know. And so I got a hold of Dr. Kim, because, you know, that's the new gastrologist I had. He's the one that suggested that I get the weight loss surgery. That'll help, and that, you know, I'm in remission now. Thank you, Jesus. I'm in remission for my ulcerative colitis. Everything is looking good, my gastrologist said, and that I can go ahead with the surgery. And so I reached out to Dr. Kim, and I'm getting the surgery. I decided. I had the consultation with him on the 15th of December, 2021, and everything looked good. He answered all my questions, you know. So if anybody is ever in the upstate New York, not in New York City, but upstate, reach out to Dr. Kim. He's amazing. You know, he's really quiet. If you ever go to him, he's very quiet, but you know, he's really cool. And he answered every question I had. He said, okay, you know what, Michelle, and he actually told me, he said, you know, a lot of surgeons will want to give you the bypass because, and oh, by the way, the bypass is what I originally wanted, by the way. And so he said, a lot of surgeons will give you the bypass because, you know, they're trying to make more money, because they get paid more money for it because it's a more extensive surgery and you're in there longer. But he said, I'm not going to do that to you. And he said, I'm going to give you the gastric sleeve, and here's why. Because I have a iron deficiency, and I'm anemic, so I'm cold all the time. And like, oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. That's one of the side effects of having ulcerative colitis. You are anemic in some type of nutrients. And so I'm anemic, iron deficiency. And so he said, with me having the bypass, it would make my iron deficiency worse. And he didn't want to do that. He did not want to risk me, you know, having any problems at all. And so I thank him for that, because that was amazing that he took the time to. It shows that he didn't even do my surgery yet, but it shows that he cares so much about his patients, that he took the time to think of me in regard of, let's do the sleeve, and then later on down the road, if things look good and your iron is good, then we can switch it over to the bypass. And I was like, oh, you're amazing. I thought that was really cool. And then I asked him questions about that. I'm like, how does that work? So then he explained to me how it works, like how to switch over from like a sleeve and make it. He said we can go in and make a small pouch on the sleeve. And I was like, oh, wow. So he was like showing me pictures, and it was so cool, you know, just the technology and the know-how as to how to do things like that. I thought that was amazing. So I'm pre-operation. You know, I don't have a surgery date yet. So I will keep you guys up to date, posted. Please subscribe to my channel. Stick around. This is going to be a journey of a lifetime. I'm excited. I thank God for my health in regards of, I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure, you know, so I basically qualified for this surgery because of my weight, because I was 379 pounds when I had that initial, consultation with Dr. Kim, December 15th. I was spoken to from the nutritionist. So I have a nutritionist and I have a psychologist. My psychology appointment is actually tomorrow. So this video is being put up today, oh goodness. Hello, New Year. January 5th. Excuse me. So I talked to the psychologist tomorrow, January 6th. So I will keep you guys up to date on that. And then we'll just go from there. And then I will take you on my journey. You know, once I get my surgery date, I will jump on and let you guys know. Oh, I did want to also let you know, I had to see my primary doctor a couple of days ago. And after following the guidance of the nutritionist, so like I said before, when I went to see Dr. Kim, December 2021, I was 379. Okay? I went into the doctor's office. She weighed me. You know, that's what they do every time I go in. Doesn't matter what I go in for, they always weigh you. And so I got weighed again after the guidance of the nutritionist, okay? I'm 372 right now. And I went to go see her on the 3rd of January. So from December 15th, I was 379. And then I went to go see the nutritionist. And then, and that was on the 3rd, I think. No. I saw my primary doctor on the 3rd. Never mind. No, sorry. I saw the nutritionist on the 20th of December. And then she just gave me some pointers like, hey, you know, you can kickstart it now, you know, and just switch up what you're eating right now. And and you should start to lose weight. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I did. So from December 20th, 2021, up until December 3rd, when I went to go see my primary doctor, I'm now 372. So I lost 7 pounds in that short space of time. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, you better listen to your nutritionist, that's for sure, because they know what they're talking about. You know, they didn't get that doctorate degree to be a nutritionist for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know nutrition. So I'm excited, you know, about it. I'm a little nervous because, you know, I get a little bit of anxiety. Like, and the thing is, like, I'm not nervous about the surgery itself. I'm nervous about being put under. You know what I'm saying? Like, the anesthesiologist, like, don't slip up, bro. Or sis, whoever it is. So this is going to be one heck of a journey. Again, I'm getting the gastric sleeve for now. And I'll reevaluate later on down the road and see how it goes. And then the doctor, Dr. Kim, who is the surgeon who's going to do the surgery laparoscopically, he said that he'll reevaluate later on down the road and see if I qualified to switch over to the bypass, and see how my iron levels and stuff are doing. So I'll keep you up to date, like, once I know anything, and I'll let you guys know if you guys want me to know about the psychiatrist, how that went. Again, his appointment is tomorrow, so I gotta go talk to him. And I'll let you guys know from there. So please feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for sticking it out. Again, my name is Michelle, and I'm getting the gastric sleeve. So this will be one heck of a journey. So subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell, and then I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care.